Hi everybody.
Good afternoon. I nearly said good morning then.
Yeah, it's quarter to 1. If we look a bit sort of like looking out the window, we're waiting for the postman. He went down one way, didn't he?
Yeah, he's not come back.
So
all hell could break loose.
Yeah, so if the tripod goes whizzing and there's like 3 dogs barking, you'll know that he's arrived, yes. I mean, he did arrive this morning, but he didn't bring me, well, he brought me something that I wanted. He brought me 2 pairs of trousers, but, well, he didn't bring me anything that, oh, hello. No show without punch. He didn't bring me anything woolly-wise, because I have got 4 balls of wool that I ordered. I didn't get the sleeves done on my jacket that I showed you yesterday, because I didn't get any crocheting done last night. I did a little bit today. I'm almost on the last row of the actual jacket, but I've got the sleeves to do.
Right-o.
So, but I do like that pattern. I tell you, it shows me every stitches, how many stitches I should have with each round. Whereas with the others, you've got to kind of guess.
Yeah, and hope you're doing it right.
Yeah. And I'm just gassing Sue here because I got my perfume out this morning to put a little bit of a dab on it, and it's not one of those that's a spray. And of course my fingers, just I dropped it. So the contents, it's only a little bottle thankfully, the contents of it went all down my dress, so I've
I sort of wither.
Yeah, I've had a bath in perfume.
Actually, no, it's
it wasn't one of the strong ones. It wasn't one of the strong ones, it was one of those, I think it's Geo by Armani. So it isn't a strong,
when it comes to
one.
perfumes.
Well, I'm not that well
It just
actually. Except I don't like the strong ones.
No.
I have asthma, but that's triggered by strong smells like perfumes. And when you get next to some woman that's had a bath in something strong like poison or something, or a guy that doesn't know where to stop but he's squirted his aftershave. Oh, doesn't seem to happen as much these days.
Oh, I don't know.
When I used to go,
some of these young lads, they just plaster it on and
when I used to go like dancing years and years ago,
the whack comes past and you think, crikey.
And it was always something like karate or something horrible, you know, like brute. And they used to have a bath in it, didn't they? And you had to dance with them at these discos and what when I was a kid, well, young. And you're thinking, oh, geez, you know.
Yeah.
There was one guy I really, really thought it was the bee's knees. He was gorgeous. He looked just like George Harrison. But he used to take showers or baths, whatever it was, with Lifebuoy soap.
Oh, gosh.
Do you remember Lifebuoy? It was very strong, medicinal smelling soap.
Have they stopped making it?
Oh, I hope so.
I've not seen it for donkey's years, but...
Oh, and he used to smell like an antiseptic, like you're in hospital when you used to dance with him. And it was a shame because he was such a nice looking guy. I wonder if he's still got his beetle cut, whether he's bald now. God, when I think about it, Melvin he was called, he'd be about my age now, 70 at least. Oh, God, I can't remember what his last name was now.
No, don't embarrass the poor chap.
No.
Melvin
will do. Melvin from Oldham, if you watch him, which he won't be. He won't be watching me, so I'm quite alright, but I can't remember his last name anyway.
Oh, well.
So there must be a lot of Melvins in Oldham.
Yeah. I should imagine there's 1 or 2.
Yeah, but he had a Beatles suit, you know, like they used to wear. And he had his hair cut in that, you know, that basin cut. And he was the image of George Harrison, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody thought he was the image of George Harrison, so that gave him a right big head, you know, with the ladies and that. Yeah, a bit of a ladies' man. I went to the cinema once with him and, the smell of this soap was overpowering. Oh, hello,
Poppy.
We've got Poppy.
Sit down. No, sit.
Sit, Poppy, don't knock the...
No. No. You sit there. Go on, sit.
She says, no.
Sit.
Oh, good girl.
Good girl, that's it.
She'll still knock the tripod in a minute.
No, come on.
We've got very demanding dogs. Come on,
sit down.
Oh, there's no room for you, is there?
Well, that's it. She's going to be knocking everything all over, sure. I'll rescue you.
She's a lovely, lovely dog, but she's... Can you get up? Can you get
crocheters and crafters out there?
Come on, Pops, up here. Come on. Hopefully
Oh,
she can get. She will. She'll get up in a minute. She's trying to get up on the sofa.
Well, I've been making me stars. Remember from last time I were here?
They're for your granddaughter's craft fair.
So I was getting bored with the stars. You know, sort of like 24, 25 stars later. You think,
bored with this.
I need a bit of a change.
Yeah.
So anyway, I found a couple of the patterns. And I first started up and I thought, oh, something a bit smaller, that'll be nice. So I found a pattern for a small snowflake. My God, is it a pain. The small one, this is the same one but a slightly thinner cotton.
What was it, not written nicely?
No, it was me, I couldn't get my head round it.
Oh, I know, I'm like that with some
So anyway, I thought, I sacked them, I would have done about 3 of them. So I found the next size up for a medium start snowflake.
So like Poppy's headed for the tripod.
No, but I'm enjoying doing these.
Yes, yeah.
But I'm going to need to stiffen them.
Yeah.
I'll block them out.
PVA
and
glue.
stiffen. Yeah, but what sort of quantities? Has
Half and
anybody
half.
done this?
Half and half I did.
You did half and half?
Half PVA glue, half water, yeah.
Because I'll block them out, you know,
They go
just
like...
soak them sort of thing.
Yeah, I put it in a saucer or whatever and you dip them in and they look white and slimy. But when they dry, it dries colourless.
It dries clear, doesn't it?
Will you two stop it?
So I'm going to have to be getting on with...
Doing this thing, yeah.
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 But they've been taking over my life.
Yeah. But you're having to change.
I've done nothing else.
She's just been in my garage that froze to death, didn't you?
Oh.
To get the little...
Coming out of a warm house into garage.
Yeah,
oh,
to get the little Addy machine out because she's got this bright idea of making some scarves, hasn't she?
Yeah.
And as you
I
can tell,
wanted to
obviously,
make
I'm not using it.
A Christmas scarf. I know, Poppy, why are you looking at me like that?
She's just wants fuss.
Eh? Well, I would fuss you, but...
Are you going to knock the tripod over?
Yeah, we've got all sorts of things in the way. She says, yeah, but you need... Whoa, here we go.
Here we go.
Your knees are clear. And I've just visions of
She's on me feet. All night long, all I hear from our ear is, Sky, you're on my foot. Poppy, you're on my foot.
Like,
she just
now
likes...
I'm losing your patterns here.
She just likes
We're on
being
the pile.
with somebody, on somebody, or whatever, yeah. That's me. I've got some more
The vintage
coming.
ones.
Oh, she just knocked the camera.
Oh.
And now I don't know whether you're...
I'll just lean this way, shall I?
Never work with children and animals.
Well, that's it. I don't know quite.
We don't know whether Zoo's on it now. Hang on. Let's move. Sorry about that. people.
Righto.
No,
But you're not on it.
I don't even know that I'm on it now.
No, it'll be right. Leave it like that.
It'll be right.
Yeah, it'll be right.
It'll be right. We'll be on
Be
it. won't we,
right.
Gigi? And I decided to keep the fluffy jacket and Gigi thinks it's his blanket so he wants to sleep in it. I got up this morning and the heating was turned down and it was like a fridge when I walked in here.
Yeah.
I can't be coping. But if I leave it up high overnight, I'm fine. But my daughter-in-law can't cope with it. She goes a lot sweaty.
Well, I must admit we've
cold,
got our cold snap now, haven't we? They've threatened snow by the end of the week. Oh no, sorry, tomorrow night, I think they said.
They said it was going to be
Wednesday.
-2, was it last night? I've got people in Alaska that keep saying if it was 44 degrees like it was yesterday, they'd be out on the patio. They think it was nice.
It's all what you're used to though, isn't it?
Sorry,
It's
but I
like-
was meant for warmer climates.
Yeah.
As soon as my old bones get cold, it starts pains up my arms and my legs. And I've already got pins and needles up my arms and legs. Oh dear.
Well, I know, I think it was yesterday morning.
Falling to bits.
No.
I am, not you.
What day are we on now? Tuesday?
Yesterday you were going to come.
Yeah,
you didn't.
Sunday. I think it was. I'd nipped out for something. And I got back and it'd been on the radio, the traffic news, that the 9-3 something up in the Highlands, the snow gates had closed. And I thought, flipping out, we're getting to winter now when...
Yeah, you can't go to Scotland anymore now till spring.
I'd love to go when it's snowing though. Oh God, I would. Well, I know it's mainly the A9 up there. And it was one of the little smaller roads off the A9 near Tomintoul, up in the Cairngorms.
You'd have to put your chains on.
No, I'll be fine. Seriously, be fine.
Look,
As long as they don't decide to close the roads. Well,
we can't even get up my hill when it's snowing.
Right.
And my hill is not Scotland.
No, it's not.
But we can't get up it.
No, but
You can't get out of your house when it's snowing.
Yeah. But the A9's it's a big road and they keep it well gritted. So it's got to do a lot of snowing before it gets closed.
Round here it's always, surprise, it's snowing. Oh, what a big surprise. Oh,
well, it's winter. Doesn't it do it every winter?
We've got no salt and grit.
Yeah. Oh no,
Honestly.
gritters were out last night.
And the gritters never touch round here, they only do the main.
They only do it main, yeah.
No, they don't do round here.
No, all the side roads, they just leave us to struggle.
Years and years ago, there used to be a chap, and he worked for the council on the gritters. And his mother lived down there. So he used to come down, unofficial.
Right.
Make a detour with his gritter, so his mum could get out. She was the only one that had a gritted drive.
Oh.
I mean, he's dead now, he's passed away now, so we definitely won't be getting any gritters. But he always made sure his mother could get out, yeah.
But no, we have like those grit bins on some corners.
Well, we do, but there's never anything in them.
Oh no, we had someone in the last time. It was really bad because a couple of the guys from near the junction with another road had gone out and...
The camaraderie around here has gone. When we were young married around here, there used to be a little posse of men that used to get up quite early.
Yeah.
And they used to make sure that everybody was gritted and all the top of the road was gritted and everything.
I must admit you do not get that these days.
And we even used to go to the top of the road, there was a builder's yard. And we used to buy 2 bags of grit, sand and salt. And we used to do our own driveway because one chap shouted at us one morning and he said, you shouldn't be using that sand and stuff, it's meant for the main roads, not for your driveway. And like Alan said, look, I bought this, mate, bought 2 bags of it. That's why I'm doing my own driveway with my own grit. And the same builder's yard at the top, there used to be a lovely guy, sadly he passed away quite young. And he used to come out with his 4-wheel drive Land Rover.
Right.
And a chain. And he used to spend about an hour in the mornings pulling everybody up the hill. I
must admit you've got quite a serious hill, haven't you?
Yeah. But he was so lovely. And even after he passed away, his son used to do it for a while. But then they sold the builder's yard and so they don't do it anymore. But that was the camaraderie. And the camaraderie around here was like, everybody got a push to the top, and even if you got pushed to the top, you didn't just drive away, you had to come back down the hill. It was like an unwritten rule. You came back down the hill and helped everybody else up to the top. And it was great, but of course everybody's moved away now and everything's changed and nobody, I won't say nobody helps each other out, they do, but not to the same extent.
No.
Yeah, you'd hear them about 6:30 in the morning, and Alan used to say, I better put my boots on, because he'd hear them, with shovels and that. And he used to go out before work, and everybody's husband used to come out before work and be digging paths and making sure that old people were okay and everything, But my neighbours are good with me.
Yeah.
If there's any snow and stuff on the ground and they know I can't get out, they're the first ones across.
That's alright, isn't it?
And Gigi's dad, if he goes to Tesco's, he always texts me.
Do you want anything?
Do you want anything from Tesco's while I'm in? I mean, I don't at the moment because I've got my son and daughter-in-law, but when I'm on my own again, I should be pushed back. Sunday was weird. It was only me. No Gigi. The dogs had gone with them.
I bet it felt absolutely strange.
It felt weird and I was thinking, get used to it, this is what it's going to be like. And Then I was having a little sing-song to myself, because I don't do that when they're around.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, oh, this is nice, you know. Because I don't put music on too loud, because they're next door. You know?
Yeah.
We live adjoining, this wall next door joins onto the house next door. So I tend to not put anything on too loud, you know. I don't want to encourage them to think that they can play music really loud, but I do.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And they're quite quiet, you know, apart from when the baby was crying, but that's all stopped now. And, I mean, I didn't mind the baby crying in the daytime, it really cried.
At night.
All through the night.
The sound travels.
Oh, it did.
Oh, so much more in the night.
2 o'clock in the morning, he used to do about an hour.
Oh, God.
Every night.
I think that would have...
That's the only time in my life I've ever really complained to neighbours.
Yeah.
I just had to. I said to her, you know, I can't stand this. You do something. It's the only time I've ever really moaned you. Because babies cry. We know they cry.
Well, they do, yeah. But I mean,
This
if
wasn't-
parents don't go to them straight away, then...
This wasn't crying. This was total full belt screaming.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
Hey, but still, it's all stopped now. Are you happy with your blanket, Gigi?
It looks like it is.
Well, I think the postman must have gone back home
It
again.
must have
I find it very
taken a
unusual.
different route.
Very unusual if he hasn't got anything for me,
Yeah.
because there's quite a lot of stuff to be delivered. I've been having a little mad moment ordering some warmer trousers. Deciding that my little flowery trousers have to go away till next summer.
Yeah.
I'm digging out my warmer big style sweaters and stuff. My flimsy little tops. I had that flimsy top I had on yesterday when I made the video. It was a little bit jolly. Even with my dress
it's,
underneath.
you know, winter stuff out proper now.
Yeah.
And I must admit, I like winter because you can get wrapped up.
Well, yes,
You know, I can get all my scarves out. And...
multitude of things. I've got loads of scarves. I put them away actually, you know, when I was packing everything away.
Yeah.
To make room. Be nice to find them all again. Be like, oh, I've forgotten all about
That's
this scarf.
it.
Oh, I forgot about this shawl. Most of my shawls are decorating the chair, which doesn't
That's
please,
true.
doesn't please
Now,
everybody.
see, there again, I could have just nicked a shawl, couldn't I?
Yeah.
When I came back in from the garage, oh, it were a shock to the system.
Well,
Come in here, got warmed up, and then...
Yeah. You could have chosen the shawl.
I could.
Could have put my furry jacket on. This is overwarm. I feel
I
like
bet it is. I bet it's proper...
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Gigi, you got your nose then. But no, it's proper...
It's wow.
Sort of fleecy.
I was deciding whether to sell it or not, and then when I got up this morning and it was that cold, I thought, nope, it's not being sold. I'm wearing it. It's cold.
Well, it matches that dress and everything really well, doesn't it?
So I'm wearing it. And I've
Yep.
got my necklace from Daniel. Hi Daniel, if you watch me. Hi,
Love the
Daniel.
colour of blue, that. Proper
Yeah.
sort of electric blue, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. I've got some nice. So we'll try not to talk ourselves out of time today.
I know. We were debating last week.
Wow.
And I heard a ping. I definitely heard a ping.
But we shut off long before that ping.
So I said, I think we've gone off.
Yeah.
But the lens usually
Closes down.
closes down. Well, it hadn't done.
And it still didn't. We had to turn it off.
So we had a bit of a debate, and then we carried on, and then we had another bit of a debate.
And meanwhile, when I played it back, we'd gone ages before that. Luckily, it wasn't a cliffhanger. Cause that's usually
No,
what
it
we do.
wasn't.
No.
It wasn't. Man, you don't ask me what we were on about because
I can't remember. That was
No.
last week.
it were.
I can't remember.
No.
people's- You know, it's serious when you can't remember. And I get a headache when I try to think. And I'm thinking, what's the name? What they're called, you know? And, you know, you meet people like, and you're going, I know who they are, but what they called you.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of my neighbours, and it took me all the time until I came in here to realise
That's what they call
that's what she's got, yeah. I'm
Well, you see, the
terrible.
thing is, the older you get, the more stuff you have to store. And it only stands to reason. You can only store so much stuff in a certain space.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So, That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it.
I should carry a pen and paper around with me, like, you know, like a waitress does, on a belt. Because if I think of something, and I think, I'll put that on my shopping list, and I could be upstairs.
Yeah, and you come down and
I come down and I think, what was I going to put on my shopping list? And then I get a headache trying to think.
Oh, either that or else you go shopping, come back and think, I should have got such a thing. I remembered that last week. I'll write it down.
Yeah. Or you put things on your shopping list and then you come back home and the main thing you went shopping for, you haven't come on without it. And yet it's on your list.
Guilty.
It's on your list. Hello, you know what's going on?
Oh, yes.
I passed my Alzheimer's test, so, you know.
I think it's just normal.
I've gone so
Honest to God, I think it's normal.
You know, one time I could read a pattern row and then do it. But now I'm like, what did it say?
Yeah.
And I have to look again. And I literally sort of have to crochet as I'm reading the row, you know?
Yeah.
And I think, I never did that. You know, I could just do things. Ooh.
I think if we're all honest, it's just
Old age.
Yeah, and just normal.
My brain's going atrophied. That's a big word, isn't it, today?
Atrophied. Atrophied,
is it? Oh,
yeah.
Whatever. My brain's gone that.
Atrophied. Or whatever.
It's turned to mush. Or stone, one of the two.
No, we'll stick with mush, I like.
Yeah, mushy brain.
Mushy brain.
Yeah.
Mushy brain syndrome.
I've never been the same since I whacked my head twice when I've fallen. Don't think that helps, does it? When I was putting together that unit, and I don't know what happened, I just finished up, me and the unit were finished up in the corner of the room. And I really whacked my head against the wall.
Oh dear.
And then the time I finished up in the dog basket.
Yep.
I whacked my head and whacked my back on the unit thing, and I was sitting there like, you know, if I'd have been a cartoon, I'd have had them stars whizzing around the top of my head, you know. I was like, oh, where am I? Luckily, Buster wasn't in the dog bed at the time. Otherwise, he would have had a demise a lot quicker than he did. Didn't want my blooming 17 stone landing on him. Poor little thing, and he just sat there and looked at me, Buster, as if, you know.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Man, he could laugh, that dog. He used to have this grin when he did anything. Like that time he pushed me out of bed. He was hanging his head over the bed and I swear he was laughing.
He did have a very smiley face.
He did have a smiley face, yes.
Bless him.
I mean, these two sort of... Sky has that look, like she's sort of superior. She kind of looks down her nose at you, don't you think, Sky? She has that kind of look, like...
They both, considering they're both sort of very Rottweiler-ish.
Yeah.
Although Sky is a rotter, but...
Yeah.
Poppy has a softer face.
She has a much softer face, yeah.
A more placid face.
Well, she was bought as a Bernese Rotty Cross.
Right.
Not by my son. My son inherited it from somebody else. But that's what she was sold as.
Yeah.
But she's no more than Bernese than... She's got a few markings that could be, but she isn't Bernese. But she's such a soft nature. Really soft nature.
When Sky has.
Yeah. Yeah. But Sky always gives you that stare. She stares at you, Sky. As if say, what do you think you're doing, you know? She just gives you that disdainful stare. If you tell her to do something she doesn't want to do, she just looks at you.
As I say, go on, make me.
Yeah.
I know plenty of people like that.
I used to get told off at school for what they used to say, dumb insolence. And I never knew what it meant. But I was such a polite little girl, I would never say anything. But I must have conveyed it by staring at them. You know, like, I don't really like you or something.
That's it, if looks could kill.
Yeah, they even put it on my report one time. She has like dumb insolence, and I'm thinking, what's dumb insolence?
Yeah.
It means I don't say anything, but I'll look it. My favourite comment at school was, we see more of the back of Janet's head than we see of the front, because she's always turning around. I've always been a chatterbox. Can't help it. Except when I was married, of course. Then I was quiet. So when I was divorced, separated again, I would just come up like a volcano again. Took me a while, But now I'm just like a little volcano bubbling over.
There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
I mean, usually when I live on my own, when I get somebody to talk to like you, it's like I've got so much stored up. It's like
verbal diarrhea.
Yeah. One of my boyfriends used to say that. He used to say, and I'd be going, I'd only see him maybe a couple of times a week or something. And then he used to say, have you done? Have you done yet? Have you done? And I used to say, he said, well, can we have a bit of hush now? Just a bit of hush.
Yeah.
And then I'd be quiet for ages, and he said,
What's
he used
up
to
with
say,
you?
I said a bit of hush, I didn't say silent. Oh dear, you can't win, can you?
No.
No.
You're quiet. What's due?
Yeah, if you're quiet.
Bloody hell, you told me shut up a minute ago.
Yeah, my ex used to do that. Shush, watching this telly or watching this, like, shush. Then I'd just sit there, I wouldn't say a word for about 2 hours, And then he'd say, what's up with you? I say, nothing. Well, you haven't spoken. I said, well, you told me to shush. He said, I told you to shush because we're watching the football. I didn't mean shush all day.
That's it, should have qualified.
He should have done. He should have said, just let me watch the football.
Yeah.
Then he could talk. But he never listened anyway, so...
Oh, well. No loss then, eh?
He used to just... men have got this habit, they just turn off, don't they? And by looking at the face or whatever like that, they
think, I didn't hear a word I said then.
Especially when he said, can you just do this for me? That's blank. And I'll say, did you hear what I say? Huh? Yeah. Or like it's your turn to wash the dishes. Deaf. Completely deaf.
Selective deafness.
Yeah. We all have that, don't we, Gigi?
That's usually kids though, isn't it?
Oh, kids. Oh, dear. They have a real selective deafness.
Yeah.
Look at him,
I know.
He's absolutely...
What are you like?
He would
Mind you, I've just sat with my arm next to this
rug.
This thing.
It's meant to be for
and
babies.
It's warm.
Yeah. You feel the warmth coming off it. He loves his blankets. He just loves curling up in them. It's just where
you got it good, don't you?
I just had this wild idea I was going to make a jacket out of it.
Hey, well, come on. Deep, dark depths of winter.
Yeah, I'll be glad of it.
You will.
Mm.
Too right.
Listen, deep, dark depths of winter, I'll be wearing my dressing gown.
Mind you, I had a... you just get a favourite dressing gown.
Yeah.
And it was sort of a fluffy-ish fleece, if you will.
That's
but it
mine.
was, looking a bit sorry for itself. And I thought, not chucking it out, it's lovely and warm. And because it's just plain black, I thought, right. So I just cut it off just below the pockets.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like hip length. Well, just a bit longer than hip length. Do you know what? It might look like an old-fashioned smoking jacket, but bloody hell, it don't have to keep me warm at night.
I like dressing gowns with a belt because for some reason they keep me warm. The only other one that I wore to death was when I first got married. I had this velour, and it was dead 1970s because it had a zip up the front.
Right.
And it had like a mandarin collar.
Yeah.
And it had braiding around the neck and braiding around the edge of the wide sleeves. Oh, I wore that to death. It started losing all its fluff because it was like velour.
Yeah.
It started going bald. And then my sister-in-law made me, for one Christmas, she got this really thick fleece and she made me a brown dressing gown. And she said to me, I'm sorry it's such a like horrible colour type of thing, but that's the only thing that they had left. Because she'd made herself one in red, I think. And I said, oh, where did you get that from? She said, I made it. But she used to be a nice sewer.
Yeah.
She could be now, but she doesn't do it anymore. And she made me this brown one, and I wore that. Just a wrap around one, like you said, huge it was with this belt on it. And I wore that until all the fluff wore off it. It was all bald.
Yeah.
And eventually I thought,
I'll cut it off because like the hem had sort of come away a bit and was looking just a bit, you know, sorry for itself. But I thought, oh, cut it off, and I wore it like a card around the house.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm saving some time eating.
At the moment I've got 3. I've actually got 4, but one I've never had on yet. One in the wardrobe is pink. Short one, pink toweling, fluffy toweling with belt round it. I've not worn that yet. Then I've got one with white with spots all over it. I've got one that looks like animal print.
Yeah, I've got an animal print one.
And then I've got this, the one I always go to is this like dark maroon one because it's full length.
Yeah.
The others stop just under my knees. So I still go to this. I've got my go-to one.
Yeah.
It's this maroon coloured full length one. And I wrap myself up in it. And I can wear that over my clothes in the night time if it's cold. I can put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got nothing to do with crochet today, have we?
No, not a lot. I've got my stars or snowflakes or whatever I'm deciding to call them.
I've been watching different videos and stuff. And
oh, I've got to remember. Why am I remembering Lorraine Pugh? Lorraine, if you ever watch this, I've remembered your name. Why am I?
Those squares, those crazy squares.
Right. They sound really good.
She's made a really nice blanket, cosy squares. Yeah. You've done the stitch because I think
I know. I like it. I like that. You know, one single crochet, one chain, or for the Brits amongst us,
one double crochet,
one double, one chain. Bilingual, you say?
Yeah, bi-stitchable.
Yeah. No, I've done that, and I really like
it,
you know,
she's made
fabric it.
Yeah.
But I'm really intrigued by doing.
She's done it in,
like the mitered squares.
Yeah, she's done it in like gradient colours or graduated colours. I think that's really nice. They're all colours that you'd like browns and beiges. She's going into like earthy colours and stuff.
Right.
She's actually going
in one
into
of these magazines
fabrics.
There was which one was it? Was it this one?
Yeah, I don't know.
Tell you, I know we've said it before, but some of the adverts are better than the articles.
Yeah, you're looking at the
adverts.
adverts.
Yeah, see this one. And Stylecraft have got a new one out.
Oh,
I think it's new. It's called Batik.
Newish, I think, yeah. Batik.
And it's, Batik. And it's sort of shades of the same colour, if you would.
Yeah, it's sort of flecky, but not, isn't it? They're all dull colours, aren't they?
But she'll have to get a ball and bring it and
they're all
show
like
you properly.
Muted colours, not dull. Muted colours they all are.
Do you know, I've just looked at that one, and that's a Stylecraft as well. Head Over Heels it's called, and it's sort of a multicoloured one, isn't it? I'm not going to put it up to the camera because you never see it.
So it's a small picture, yeah.
That's the sort of thing Freya like. She loves multicoloured.
Yeah. The one that should have come today, the one I've ordered, it's...
but I can imagine mitered squares in...
Yeah.
Somewhat like that.
The one that I was hoping would arrive before we did this video, but hasn't, that's multicoloured. I'd seen it on somebody's video and I can't remember who now. And she bought this, I mean it wasn't cheap, you know. It wasn't expensive like that £17 scaling yarn I bought the other week. But it was dearer than what I normally buy. It was a bit like the King Cole Riot Chunky, was it? You know the Riot, is it? Or see Brett Riot, is it King Cole? Riot, whatever.
Oh, King Cole, I think, Riot.
Yeah. Bit like that, only bright colours it was, but you'll see it when it comes. But not today, obviously.
No. No, definitely. She's done a.
Was it a she? Was it a he?
It was a she.
Oh, it was a she. Oh, then she's probably gone home. I usually have a he.
She's gone past commando style on her hands and knees, I think.
Yeah, she crawled behind her. The dogs would have spotted him by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, we've done... What?
Oh, yeah, we've done nearly... Yeah, we've done 40 minutes.
Yeah, so we better say ta-ra, because we haven't got much to talk about today, really, have we?
Well, not that we can say on camera, anyway. No, so I shall go home, and if anybody has any bright ideas of anything else that I can use apart from PVA glue, which I've got a bit.
I've tried starch.
Do you know, I once bought a can of starch. I saw some in an obscure shop, and I thought, oh, I've not seen that for ages.
Doesn't work.
Do you know what?
It doesn't work.
What happened to Robin starch? Do you remember Robin starch?
Good old starch. Used to mix it and stir it up, didn't you?
Yeah.
And that used to starch your collars, didn't it? My God.
Well, I don't know about... I never remember that, but I just remember my grandma always having some.
My dad and my mum used to starch our sheets. Oh. When we starch his sheets now.
That's true.
She used to dip them in starch before she pegged them out.
Mind you, after saying that, you know, when you get in the hotel beds when they're lovely and crisp white cotton and nothing like... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's all polycotton now, so it doesn't starch anymore. I used to have to use spray starch for when my son was in catering college.
Right, yeah.
And his hat. You know those hat things?
Yeah.
You have to spray the hats, otherwise he just goes...
I bought a can of this starch and it was...
Yeah, they used to wear these chef hats that stood right up. And they just used to go... Whoa. And he was supposed to have them starch right upwards. God, when I think about that, I didn't even have a tumble dryer in those days.
I know, frightening, isn't it? We managed to get through though,
I used to have to scrub the fronts of his wires because he'd be made curry or something, and oh dear Lord, every night I was there in the sink scrubbing the front of his. See, people have it easier these days.
I know, they do.
There was no such thing as those spray on things that you scrub on.
I shall bring a completed one next time. Right. Hopefully, starched.
Okay. Well, we better say
with
goodbye.
its accoutrements on.
Before we click off.
Right-o.
And I'll let you click it off because I've got a sleeping dog.
Well, yeah.
On my knee.
Wrap round you.
Wrap round. Sleeping on me.
On the blanket. Oh, well, he's only got his bottom half on the blanket.
Gets it up.
Right-o.
Bye.